Good morning, students. It is our online geography class. We are in chapter 7. It is India location, political divisions, and physiography. And in our previous class, we already completed the location India's location and political divisions. Today, we will start the physiographic divisions of India. So, as our India is a vast country, there are mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts, islands, etc. On the basis of different physical characteristics, our India is divided into 6 physical divisions. Okay, so our India is divided into 6 physical divisions. The physiographic divisions of India means that the physical divisions of India. Okay, and the 6 divisions are the chain of mountain ranges in the north is the most prominent feature of our country. Here you can see, and the northern mountains include some of the highest peaks in the world. There is a large plateau in the southern part, and southern India, which is bordered by plains along the seacoast, coastal plains. Okay, and between the mountain ranges in the north and the plateau in the south, mountain ranges in the north and plateau in the south lies a lowland, which is drained by large rivers, which is called as northern plains. Okay, so on the basis of different physical characteristics, our India is divided into 6 physical divisions. Firstly, the northern mountains here, and then the northern plains. You can see here the index key, northern mountains in brown, northern plains in green, third desert, yellow, peninsular plateau, light orange color, coastal plains, green, and island sea. Okay, so there are 6 physical divisions. Now, firstly, I am going to discuss the northern mountains. Okay, the northern mountains include the Himalayas and other mountain ranges. It is an arc-shaped chain of mountains. You can see here, it is an arc-shaped chain of mountains. Stretching from Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. And covering a length of about 2,500 kilometers. Himalayas are young fold mountains. Okay. So I'm telling you what is young fold mountains. Actually, it means that the mountains that have been formed due to folding of sedimentary rocks in the recent geological age. And this mountain chain consists of parallel ranges. You can see here in this parallel ranges. You can see here the northern mountain ranges consist of parallel ranges. Himadri, Himachal, Sivalik ranges are the Himalayas, here some, and with deep narrow valley between them. The northernmost range is known as the Greater Himalaya. Here, the northernmost range, you can see here, the northernmost range, it is known as Greater Himalaya. Or the Himadri, it is also called as Himadri. Average height of the range is 6,000 meters. This part consists of some highest peaks in the world. Mount Everest, world's highest peak, you can see here in this map. Mount Everest, it is in Nepal, and it is 8,848 meters. It is in Nepal. And Mount Kanchenjunga, you can see here, Kanchenjunga. Mount Kanchenjunga, it is 8,598 meters. In Sikkim, it is the highest peak of Himalaya in India. As the Mount Everest, it lies in Nepal, it is in India. Kanchenjunga is the highest peak. Okay, and other important peaks are Nanga Parbat, Nanda Devi, Annapurna, Makalu, etc. The glaciers in the Himadri are the sources of many rivers, such as Gangotri and Yamunotri, which give rise to the Ganga and Yamuna river respectively. And to the south of Himadri range, the Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. Here, the Himachal or the Lesser Himalayan range lies. Average altitude of the peaks varies between 1,500 meter and 3,000 meter. Pir Panjal range in Kashmir and Dhauladhar in Himachal Pradesh are parts of Himachal ranges. The Kashmir Valley lies between Greater Himalayas in north and Pir Panjal range in south. Many hill stations such as Darjeeling, Mussoorie, Manali, Nainital, Shimla are located in the Himachal range. Okay, and the Shiva Lake or the outer Himalaya, here, the Shiva Lake or the outer Himalaya, extreme southern part. This range is the southernmost range of the Himalayas, which forms the foothills of the Great Mountain Range. Average altitude of this range is less than 1,500 meter. It is not a continuous range and merges with the Lesser Himalaya at the eastern part. It is made up of loose, soft rocks and is prone to earthquakes and landslides. There are narrow valleys between Shivalik and Himachal called the dunes. For example, Dehradun. Okay, you can see here also. And dense forest with marshy region is called as Terai. And in northeast India, the extensions of the Himalayas are in northeast India. You can see here, northeast India. The extension of the Himalayas are collectively called the Purvachal Mountain. Purvachal mountains are also called as eastern hills. Average elevation is less than 3,000 meter. They consist of the Patkoibum, Naga, here Patkoibum, Naga and Lusai. You can see here Patkoibum, Naga and Lusai. And here Garo, Khashi and Jaintia. Except that there are some more hills like Mizo and Lushan. Okay. And lastly, I'm telling you about the Karakoram Mountains in Ladakh. You can see here Karakoram Mountain. Okay. Karakoram Mountain in Ladakh are located north of the Himalayas. North of the Himalayas, there are Karakoram Mountains in Ladakh, which extends from the Pamir Plateau. It is Pamir Knot. From here, it extends. You can see here the Pamir Knot. World's second highest peak, which is Mount Godwin Austen, or it is also known as K2. It is the height of it is 8,611 meter, is located in this range. Okay, in this range, you can see here it is K2. Godwin Austen or K2 lies in this range. And you know that the Karakoram mountain range has many other lofty peaks, large snowfields and glaciers such as the Siachen glaciers. Okay, so this much for today's class. In our next class, I'll explain about the northern plains and discuss on the other parts, physiographic divisions of India. Okay, so till then, bye.